detail. So we started seeing LOD functions or calculations. So LOD, as I told you, it will always show the data at the lowest level possible. So that is level of detail. But right, we can aggregate the values or we can do the calculations at a different level than what is possible at a default level. So that can be done, no problem. So that's what we are seeing now. So of course I pull in at different levels, right? So wait, and next is city also I pulled in. Now what I did, I went for the LOD calculations, correct? So here it is. I started with the fixed year. So fixed fix is fixing the calculation at a particular dimension level. So fixing the calculation at a particular dimension level. So at what level exactly? So fixing the calculation at a particular dimension level. So I can fix it at state or city. So anything I can do. So I'll fix it at state level. Okay. So and I have to. This is aggregation. I have to use only aggregations. Without aggregations, it will not work out. So fixed here, state you are seeing, and sum of sales. Okay. So click OK, and here it is fixed. Okay, so you're seeing here sum of sales for each state. Okay, so sum of sales for each state you are seeing. Okay, so that's how it is. Next, so here next thing is, for example, see, I want to use next function, that is exclude. Exclude is excluding the dimensions, excluding the dimensions to get aggregations. So let's say I exclude city and I'll exclude state also to show the data at a region level. Okay, so of course I can use some of sales here. So this I can do, right, and flower rates, of course. This is how it is. So exclude city and state, and you can see some of sales. So that is how it is. So this is how it is. So exclude city, state, and sum of sales. That is how it is. So click OK, and where is exclude? Here it is. Okay, so here it is exclude. So exclude means we are excluding the right dimensions at a particular level. So that's how it is. So we are excluding the dimensions at a particular level. So that is how it is. So exclude means that's how exclude is. Okay, so understood until now? Any questions or doubts? Clear? Okay, good then. So let's proceed and see include. So this is what we saw in the previous class. So this is what we saw. So fix is, we have fixed it at state level. Of course, you can fix it at whatever level you want. Exclude is you're excluding the dimensions to get the aggregation. Now, fixing can be done at state level or region level. That is the same output what you got from exclude can be achieved through fix also. The same output what you got here with exclude, right, can be achieved with fixed also. The same output what you have achieved with fixed can be achieved with exclude. So exclude and fixed can be both used simultaneously, interchangeably, exactly speaking. So both can be done. Okay, so both can be used interchangeably. Okay, now I'll go for include. Include is including a dimension which is not there in the chart for calculation purpose only. So including a dimension which is not there in the chart, only for calculation purpose only. Okay, so I'm going here. So this is what I'm doing. Now customer name is not there in the chart. Customer name is not there in the chart. Okay, so customer name is not there in the chart, but here, so since customer name is not there in the chart, but still we are using it to do some aggregation at the customer name level. So we can include a dimension which is not there in the chart only for calculation purpose. Only for calculation purpose. So what I'll do here, I'll go click OK there and I'll double click on it. Now since customer name is not there in the chart, it is showing the aggregate value at city level only, the next lowest level. So in order to see how it is working, I'll change it to average. Okay, because some it is showing the same value. So that's why I'll go for average here. Now you see here 14, 14, 7573 divided by how much? So it is average sales for each customer in each city. It is average sales for each customer in each city. That's how it is. So it is average sales for each customer in each city. That is how it is. So average sales for each customer in each city. Next. So that is average sales for each customer in each city. Next thing here is, right? So next here is to cross verify what I have done. So I have done average sales for each city. I am telling you these are the numbers, but how you will know that whether I have done correctly or not? So I have to pull in customer name, right? What is average? Average means sum divided by count, right? So sum divided by count. So that's why I'm pulling in customer name here to do count distinct. Okay. Now you tell me why it is showing like this data. Why until now it was showing it as a text. Now why suddenly bars it came up? Why the look and feel changed? Why? Because anyone want to try? Anybody want to try? Here it is in continuous one. These are all discrete blue color. They will display the text directly here. But this one is right continuous one. That's why it is showing the number in bar. I told you right, measures means. So that's how it is. So instead of that, I'll show it in text. So for that, I need to change that into discrete, not continuous, discrete. Okay, so like this. Okay, so like this, we have to use discrete. So that's how it is. So here it is. So here you can see. Okay, so here, so what are you seeing here? So you are seeing count of right different values. So that's how it is. And of course, I mean you can see the values here. So sum divided by count. Sum divided by count. Now you see the average value. So 14 divided by 1, 14 only. 7573 divided by 20, 379. Understood? Are you doing the calculations? 7573 divided by 20, how much it is? Alright. 7500 by 20, that is half of it. That is 3790, right? Understood? So 964 divided by 6, 16, 696. So you are seeing 161 here. Okay, so 218 divided by 3, 73. So like that. So you are seeing average sales. Without actually including the customer name in the chart or customer ID in the chart, you are calculating average sales for each customer in the chart. So that's how it is. Next thing of course here is, so this is what I'll do. So I'll go there and so this is what I'll do. Next is user functions, right? So user functions. So we'll go here and go to user functions here. User functions. So in most of the interviews in US, they will be asking whether we can filter the data based on the user. Based on the user who logged into your system, can you filter the data? Can you do that? Yes, you can do that. So based on the right user who logged in into the dashboard, so you need to filter the data. That means if a person from Europe or if a person from India or if a person from US logs in, US person should see US data only. UK person should see UK data only. India person should see India data only. So that's user level filtering of data. So can we do that in Tableau? Yes, we can do it, and we can do it in multiple ways also. First and very effective way of doing is create user filter option in server here. So in server here, create user filter option is there. Create user filter here. So category or any field you can choose, no problem. For that you need to be connected to server, so which we will see later. But the point here is you can use create user filter right directly. So it will act on the server. So from the server itself directly it will act. So this is very effective way of filtering the data based on user logging in. Okay. So based on user logging in, this is very effective way of filtering the data. Okay. So that's how it is. Next, so that is very effective way of filtering the data. Next thing of course is, this is another way of doing it, but this is not that effective. So this is the best way. Okay. But for that you need to configure the users in the server, which admin will always do. So that's a pretty obvious thing. So don't think it is separate task or anything. So they will do it. Now what is this then? User functions. User functions, we have different functions here. So for example, if we use username, it will take the user here, right, and show the data directly. So here you can see. So this is the user name who logged into my system, right? So that's how it is. Now next thing is, right, that is the username, right, who logged into my system. Not only that, you have user domain also, you have user full name also. So like this, I mean, you can see all those things, but seeing will not help you in any way, right? So if you want to cross verify, see for example, let's say if let's say is username, if the username is this one, let's say Jyoti only. If the username is this one, then what you'll do, you'll say sales. Okay, then you'll say sales end. Okay, so like this. Okay, now if you click apply, you see that. So if the user is Jyoti, she will see the data. If the user is not Jyoti, right? For example, like me, right? You will not see the data obviously. So like that it is. Like that, based on user who logged into the system. So based on that, it will filter the data. You can do that. Not only username, user full name is there, or domain name is also there. Domain name is for each department or based on the location where you sit in the office. For example, you might be sitting in let's say, right, India. India means what people will be using generally, Asia Pacific, APAC region. Or I've seen DHC also. I've seen nowadays in Teradata I'm seeing something. So I forgot that. What is that? LM something is that. So they're using that domain name. So different domain names will be there. So based on where they sit, right, that's pretty obvious. So they will filter the data. So you can even filter the data for all those people based on their domain, what domain they are using. So that can also be done, right? No problem at all. So you can see he is member of it. So that can be used. So like that, I mean, so you can use user functions to filter the data, but by based on user level for each row. That is user functions. Next is table calculations are there. So table calculations. Table calculations, very important thing in Tableau, very special to Tableau also, because I have not seen many people doing it in Tableau. So that's really rare. So anyway, first let's read some functions here. Okay, let's go through the functions, table calculations. First, index, last, lookup, previous value, rank, running, right? All runnings, script, size, total, window. That's all. Hardly how many functions are there? 5, 6, right? That's all. See again. Window, total, size, script, running, rank, and simple 4 functions, first index, last lookup, right? Those things. Here in these functions again, these script functions are not Tableau functions. They are R functions. R is an analytical tool. So they are R functions. So whenever you integrate R with, right, so Tableau, so you can, right, use these functions. So whenever you integrate Tableau with R, so then you can, right, use these functions. Otherwise, these functions are not at all useful. Okay. Now, remaining functions we will see. But let's not complicate things, as I've been always telling you. You can do it very easily, or we can make sure that Tableau only will generate the data. Tableau only will generate the data. So that's how it is. So how you will see? So this is how it is. So now for that, to show you scenarios, I am developing a line chart here. I'm going for a line chart. So I'll go there and click on month here. So here I have a line chart. Now I'll drag and drop sales once more, right? One more time, so that one will be the original. So this one will be the original, and this one will be new. This one will be original, okay, and this one will be the calculated data. Okay, so this one will be original, and this one will be the calculated data. Okay, so on this one I will apply table calculations, and on this one I will keep it original like that only. Okay, just for your cross verification understanding purposes, that's all. Okay, so I'll go here directly. Here only we have that option of quick table calculation and add table calculation. Both options are there here only. So I'll go to quick table calculation, of course, and so I'll go there, let's say running total or difference or whatever it is, right? I'll click on difference. Okay, so I'll click on difference here. Difference, you all know, right? So difference means just a difference in values, right? So that is subtraction, right? 3 minus 2, 5 minus 3, 10 minus 5, such kind of things. I'm clicking on it. Difference is applied. And in the pop-up also you can see difference in sales from the previous along table across. So difference is applied. And wherever you see a triangle mark like that, that means that difference is applied on that field. Sorry, table calculation is applied on that field. Okay, so wherever you see triangle mark like that, that means table calculation is applied on that field. That's what it means. Okay, table calculation is applied on that field. That's what it means. So I'll go there. Okay, so we can do two things here. So to understand the calculation, how it is done. So
excuse me. The difference of what we are finding here actually. Is it month-wise sales or year something that I couldn't get it?
Okay, that's why. So that's why we are going to see more options here. So that's why we need to wait until the end of the topic. We just started, right? Without telling you what difference we are doing.
Because I just see a difference there. Generally for difference we need two values. So the final output.
I will tell you. I will tell you. Okay. I will tell you. Now here. So difference. What we are doing here difference. So that's the question. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take that calculation. You just need to double click on it to get that calculation. Here it is. So what is happening here? Here sum of sales is there. First one. So here also sum of sales is there. Sum of sales means current value. By default, always the cursor will be on current value only by default. Before that, Zn is there. What is Zn? Zn will replace null values with zeros. It will replace null values with zeros. Why? Why? Because any operation you do with a null value, the output will be null only. Any operation you do with the null value, that is null minus 0 or null minus 20, null minus 30, right? So 30 into null, so 30 minus null. So whatever you do, the output will be null only. So to avoid that situation, we are replacing null with 0. Okay, that's why Zn is there. Okay, now here. So what I told you, what is difference means 3 minus 5, 10 minus 5, such kind of things. I know what is 10, what is 5. But how system will know? That is, for example, I want to subtract this 75 from this 96. This 75 from this 96. How can you do that? I know it as a human being, I know it, but how system will know? That's why we have softwares here. How system will know? System will know by using a function called as lookup. Lookup will help you to identify any other value with respect to current value. Lookup will help you to identify any other value with respect to current value. Okay. So lookup will help you to identify any other value with respect to current value. So let's say with respect to current, for example, my current value is 64. So what is this value? After current value, it is 1, 2, second value. That is lookup. If you specify 2 here, it will go to 2 values after that. If you want to go previous value, minus 1. Next value, plus 1. Previous to previous value, minus 2. Like that it goes on. Next to next value, plus 2. Like that. So like that you will identify the data. Okay. So lookup of minus 1 or minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. But lookup of 0 means current value. By default anyway, current value will get it directly. That's why we will not use lookup of 0. You can use it. You will not get any problems. Now Zn of sum of sales. Okay. Zn of sum of sales. So what is happening here is lookup of Zn of sum of sales. So as I told you, minus 1 means previous value. With respect to current value, I want previous value. Okay. So what is the calculation here? Current value minus previous value. That's the calculation. I don't want this calculation. I want next value. I want third value. I want 20th value. No problem. You can just go there and change it. Very easy. Okay. Now, not only that, you can click here also, right? And go here and see edit table calculation. Edit table calculation. Here also you can see. So difference, of course, different calculations are there. And table across cells, all these things are there. Table across. In a line chart, the data will be always displayed from left to right. That's pretty obvious. But if you want to show it in a reverse way, that is also possible. But as of now, that is how it is. From left to right. So data is displayed. So now from left to right, data is displayed here, right? So from left to right means it is across only. Right? That's pretty obvious. First of all, keep in mind that table calculation means the calculations which will use the complete chart to do the calculations. You are not applying just on one row or two rows, such kind of things. You are applying it on the complete chart. You are using complete chart to do the calculations. Okay, that is table calculation, right? So that's how it is. So here you are seeing table across. Okay, from left to right. So that is how it is. So that is table across. Next is cell. Cell here. So cell means each individual cell. So if you remember the reference class, right, we have talked about this, what is cell, pane, all those things. Anyway, we'll see now also. So cell means each individual data point. If you calculate a difference from cell, it will be the same value only. Obviously, everything will be 0 only. Correct? So that's how it is. So next, I don't want previous value. I want next value. No problem. Just go there and select it. And if you see the calculation here also, it will be plus 1. So you see here. Next, so first value. Okay. So with respect to first value. Okay. With respect to last value. Not only this, I want to do with respect to 20 value, plus 20, minus 20, right? Last 3 months, last 6 months, last 1 year, last quarter, anything you want. So just accordingly give the right value here. So that's all it is. So you really need not complicate it any further. So that's how it is. And here also compute using is there and relative to. Both are there. So you can go there and change it. No problem. The same options what are there here in edit table calculations, right? So the same things are there. Okay, there also. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, good then. So that's how it is. Next, okay, here. So you are seeing the calculation. Understood or any questions? No doubts, no questions. Understood clearly?
Yeah, no doubts.
Okay.
So yeah, it's showing from first chart 14,227 minus 4,520, it's become 97, 17. It shows both on a below chart, yeah, and same way it goes for up to end.
Okay, you understood, right? Okay. Now, so some people told they understood, some people will not speak, they didn't speak anything. I'll take it as understood only. Now, I'll just keep my cursor on anywhere you want. So something like this. So just try to understand how that value came in. Observe the tooltip, 44K. The difference in sales from the previous along table across is 44K and sales is 75K. Okay, just sales is 75K and difference in sales from the previous along table across is 44K. Okay, understand that. So sales is 75K and difference in sales from previous along table across is 44K. So that is how it is. Now you can see that original value is 75 and what is the previous value? 75. What is the previous value? 31. So 75 minus 35. That original value is there in the tooltip. So using that you can find out. So 75 minus 31. How much it is? Okay. So 44,568 only. Right. Okay. Anyway. So understood? Any clarification you need? Hope you understood what is lookup also. Lookup is very important function. It is there in almost all tools, technologies everywhere. Very important function. Because without that you cannot identify other values. Not only here in reporting tools also, right? So it is there everywhere. Okay, good, clear. Okay, hopefully you understood. So for all those people who said that or who think that you understood, I think everybody understood. Tell me why this null value came in. Why that null value came in? How it came? Null value. Null value.
Because it could not find the another next value, so it became the int.
Hmm.
Okay,
Right. For
become
first
null
value,
material.
there is no previous value. For first value, there is no previous value. So that one is null value. Right. So for first value, there is no previous value. That's why it is showing null value. Right. So that's how it is. So that's when null value came in. Okay. Okay. So let's proceed with the next calculation. That is percent difference from. So first is difference. Difference means in school days you might have calculated, right? How much rate of interest, such kind of things. Those calculations. 6th class, 7th class, 8th class. Right. So those things. I'll go to percent difference from. So percentage difference from is how it is percentage difference from. So difference only, but you will divide it by 100. That is for percentage calculations. Current value minus previous value divided by current value or previous value based on how your company calculates the. So based on business. So to show that calculation, I'll go here and I'll show you here. Okay. So this is the calculation. So current value minus previous value divided by previous value. Current value minus previous value by previous value. This calculation is pretty obvious calculation, very much needed. Everywhere it is there. I did not tell you, right? What is the percentage increase in sales? What is the percentage change in profit from last quarter to this quarter? So even this quarter, if you observe, I don't know how many are going through news or anywhere. So somewhere or the other, they will be talking about profit increase in increase in profit quarter on quarter, year on year comparisons, such kind of things. I don't know whether you observed it or not. So that's how it is. So you can find that. So all those things, right? This is how it is. So current value minus previous value by previous value. Okay, this is how you do those things. Percentage increase or percentage decrease. Positive means increase, negative means decrease. So that's a calculation. Okay, understood. So positive means increase. So this one. Negative means decrease. So from 14,000 to 4,000, it is a decrease, right? That's why negative. From 4,000 to 55,000, that is almost 1,000% increase in sales. Fantastic, right? So that's how it is. So like that. So if it is a negative, it is down. That is right, decrease. And if it is positive, increase. So that's how it is. Clear? Proceed. Understood or not understood? If you want to see various things, you can go to edit table calculation here. So you can see other calculation percentage difference from previous calculation. If you want different things, I will change it, no problem. So different calculations or anything, if you need, I'll change it. Okay, this is percent difference from. Next is we'll go for percent of total. Very important calculation again. See, I will say most of them are important because they are needed. Basic things they are basic things, they are needed. So difference very much needed, right? So you want to see last month, this month, what is the difference? So that's pretty obvious. Percentage difference, pretty obvious. Percent of total, rank. Percentile is bit rare. I have never seen anybody asking for percentile in business. So maybe in education institutions they might ask, but I have never seen anybody asking in business. So percentile I have never seen, and running total is also bit rare, but remaining things are needed. Anyway, percent of total is there. Percent of total means each individual value. So out of some values, how much is contributed by each individual value to the total? How much is contributed by each individual value to the total? So let's say I have 100 out of 100 percentage. How much each one is contributing? So this one is contributing 0.6 percentage, whereas this one is contributing 4.22 percentage. This one is contributing 5%. The highest contribution is this one. There are too many values. If you sum up all of them, it will come to 100. If you sum up all these things, it will come to 100. Okay, so that's how it is. And here it is. So each individual value divided by total. So sum of sales divided by total of sum of sales. That is how it is. Okay. So sum of sales divided by total of sum of sales. That is how it is. Okay. So sum of sales divided by total of sum of sales. That is how it is. Clear? Proceed. So sum of sales divided by total of sum of sales. That's the calculation. Total is the keyword there. Total is the keyword. And of course, if you want to see in edit table calculation also, you can see it there. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. So don't worry. This is not final. Okay. I'm not going to finish this topic today. Tomorrow also we'll see table calculations. I'm showing it with respect to line chart. We'll see with respect to bar chart. We'll see with respect to what is a text table. So I'll show you different options. So table down, table across. So here you are seeing across. If you go to text table, it will be down. So I don't think anything is there here. So we'll see as this is table down from top to bottom, right? This is a text table. How the values are from top to bottom only. So this here, if you do table calculation, it will be table down, right? So that's how it is. So table down, table across then down, both we will see. So like that, different options we will see. Okay, one by one. Okay. So okay, this is percent of total. Next thing is of course I'll go with the running total. Running total. Running total. What is running total? Nowadays everywhere. So actually running total is cumulative total. Cumulative total. What is cumulative total? It is there from long time. In school days also we've seen cumulative total. But now suddenly in softwares especially, new visualization softwares, they are using the keyword running instead of cumulative. I don't know why. So even not only in Tableau, I've seen in all latest technologies running. So now I'll tell you this. For example, you have number series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Cumulative, what does that mean is, or running, what does that mean is, the first one will be 1 only. The second one will be 1 plus 2. The third one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. The fourth one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Fifth one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So like that it goes on. So like that it goes on. So it goes on adding the data like that. Okay, so for first one it will consider only one value, second one it will consider 1 plus 2 values, 1 plus 2 plus 3 values, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 value. So like that it is. So like that it goes on adding the data. So that is how it is. Okay, so that's how it is. So like that, right, that is a running total. So you see here the line is a linear line, right? The line is linear line. So the line is linear. Okay, straight line goes on adding like that. Okay, so that's how it is. So again go here. So if you want to see how the calculation is done, the keyword is running underscore sum. The keyword is running underscore sum it is. Okay, so running underscore sum is the keyword. Okay, I'll go here and show you an editable calculation. So here you can see running total, some average count, so different things are there, so you can apply it to whatever you want. So maximum is there. So first value, what is the maximum? First value only. Second value, between first and second, which one is the maximum? First one. So for 1 2 3, which one is maximum? 55. For 1 2 3 4, which one is maximum? 50. 1 2 3 4 5, which one is maximum? 1 2 3 4 5, which one is maximum? 81. So like that it goes on. Okay, so like that you can use it in different ways. So now one more thing here. Here we have an option called as secondary calculation. Secondary calculation. Secondary calculation means on top of first calculation, you can apply another calculation. On top of first calculation, you can apply secondary calculation, that is secondary calculation, another calculation. So here I am doing a running total. So here I am doing a running total, running sum. So I'll go there and apply add secondary calculation. That is, first running sum is happening. On top of that, difference is happening. Or if you want to change it, you can change it, no problem. So difference is happening. Two levels of calculation, or one on top of another. Two levels of calculation is happening here. Okay, so two levels of calculation is happening here. So that is how it is. So one on top of another. Okay, so that's how it is. So running sum on top of another. Okay, so that is how it is. So secondary calculation. Okay, so secondary calculation, very rare, and it is very complex also to understand. So not really needed, but in case if you are interested, you can use that. So what is happening here? First running sum happened, now difference is happening. Running sum and difference, first sum is happening, then difference is happening. You observe these two charts. You observe those two charts.
It is same.
See, it is same, right? Except for first value. Except for first value,
Yeah, the null.
it is the same, correct? Tell me.
Yeah, only the null difference because of the first value.
Right? So, except the first value, so that's how it is. Correct? Understood? So, that's how it is. Okay, good. So, now, so that's how it is. Okay. So, except the first value, so remaining everything, the chart is same. Why? Because you are adding and you are doing subtraction. Right? So that's how it is. So you are adding and you are doing the difference. So that is how it is. Okay. Okay, good then. So that's how it is. Okay. So you are adding and you are subtracting. So that's why the point is. Okay. Okay, good then. So that is how it is. So like this, so you can see the difference. So running total or running sum. Next, let's go to percentile. So what is percentile? What is percentile? What is percentile? Percentile. Okay.
It is the
Okay.
calculation on 100, but we can select how much percent we need.
See, it is used. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, we can use how much value we require or we need as our wish.
Now, so here percentage is with respect to 100 marks, full marks. But percentile is with respect to maximum value. Percentile is with respect to maximum value. With respect to maximum value, see, the paper might be tough, the paper might be easy. I'm talking about exam paper. Okay, so the exam paper might be tough, might be easy. Nowadays, every exam they are calculating percentile than percentage. Because let's say, right, out of 100 marks, right, the first mark is 80. That shows that paper is very complex. So the person who got 30 should be pass, because the first mark is 80. First mark itself is 80. So you cannot expect every student to score about 70, above 90, above 80, such things. Paper is very complex. So even 30 should be a pass mark. Now, paper is very easy. The first mark is 99. The person who got 35 should be a failure, because paper is very easy. He can't even get 35. Right? So with respect to top mark, you go for percentile. So if the first mark is 99 and the person who got 92, his percentile will be 93 percentile. The person who got 50, his percentile will be 51 percentile. Okay. In case if the first mark is 80, right? If the first mark is 80, the person who got 60 will have 85 percentile, because 80 is the 100 percentile. Because, so you can see here, this is the maximum value and you can see 100. So 80 is the 100 percentile. So with respect to that, you will calculate the percentile. The keyword is rank underscore percentile here. Okay, rank underscore percentile here. Okay, so that's how it is. Or you can go here and say edit table calculation. So, and you can see the calculation here. Same thing. So you can do it with maximum value or minimum value. So either ways you can do it. So maximum or minimum. So both are same. Okay. So ascending or descending. Okay. So that's how it is. So you can do it either ways. Okay. So that is how it is. Okay. Good then. So that's how it is. So you can do it this way or that way. Okay. Okay. So good then. So next. So that's how it is. Next here is, right, so that is percentile. So that is how you calculate the percentile. Okay, so that's how it is. Good, clear? So proceed. Okay,
Yes.
so that is percentile. Next is you want percentile is there, rank is there. So I'll just click on rank, but this is not how you see the rank. Okay, so there is a lot of confusion here. I'll explain you later. Okay, so I just clicked on it. Don't worry. Okay, so still moving calculations we have to see, rank we have to see. Still, right, some more things are there, I think. So again, with respect to different charts, we have to see. We'll see slowly. Okay, so we'll see slowly. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow same time we'll meet. Okay, good, clear. So proceed.